Welcome to Mango Bay. Today we're talking about fans in Costa Rica. Usama asking questions about the Mahabharata. Then we get into theological debates and rancor among the three main Western religions. And then we get into some pretty dicey territory on the Patreon regarding Joe. Tune in. It is a very funny episode. We'll see you there.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/MangoBay.
Bay.
Welcome to Mango Bay.
Welcome.
Hi,
Hello.
sweet body guys. This is the one-stop shop for South Asian recklessness. We are two best boys, Usama Siddiqui.
Hello.
And this is Pranab Bahari,
Bihari.
hung as the day is long. And
Let's just say it's daylight savings.
hey,
Okay?
always.
Let's
It's
just
always a
say.
solar eclipse in this biatch. We got the patreon.com/Mango Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. Y'all locked in. Y'all locked in, dude. We get new ones every week. We got early access episodes. We got Discord server. We got archive depths. We got bonus
content.
Like, what do you want, dude? What else do you want?
Yeah, don't be a cheap little bitch. It's
Come on.
literally like 7 cents a day for you to buy this.
Get the high access.
Yeah,
You know, take
it's
off our
nothing.
panties for y'all.
For real, for real.
Come on down. You know you love it. My boy just looking glowing. Looking like
man.
a glowing, like a sun.
I just got back from Costa Rica.
That's what it is, dude.
It was a great trip.
Where'd you went to San Juan?
No,
That's
no.
Puerto
we didn't-
Rico.
That's
What?
San Juan. That's Puerto Rico. We
Yeah.
we just stayed. We didn't. There are no towns worth mentioning, but they were all beautiful places, right? They're not like big cities,
Yeah.
right?
And one fell swoop destroyed a whole country.
Dude, it's the most amazing country on earth.
Yeah.
It's honestly the best place I've ever been.
Oh,
It's
really?
like India if it was like cleaner and nicer and
Hell yeah.
more hospitable. It was just like jungle, Caribbean jungle and ocean and beaches.
Nice.
And then we went to a coffee plantation. for
Bro,
a couple
nice. And
nights.
just saw the workers.
And then we whipped
struggle.
them. We got to whip them
Yeah.
a little bit. It
There's
was
a
part of the
quick-
package.
It's like a Smithsonian thing. It's like
Yeah.
it's on TripAdvisor.
Yeah, we got to abuse the workers.
#1 event.
It was great, dude. We rode horses and shit. We hung out at waterfalls. It was unbelievable. Maybe the best part of the trip happened as soon as we landed.
Yeah.
As soon as the wheels hit the tarmac,
Hell yeah.
this guy looks over at me. He's like, "You a comedian?"
Bam.
I was like, "Yeah."
In the plane?
This in the plane.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
He's like, "Did you do Mango Bay?"
Boom.
I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You guys are the fucking best." Mango Bay.
I love it.
It was great.
I love it. I love it. The next step is just a pilot going, we got Pranab Bahari on
I
board.
know,
Can we all
I
just
know.
get a quick, holy shit?
Sounds like a terror warning, actually.
We're not crashing, but you know who is crashing?
We might be bombing. That was incredible. And that was just like such a perfect way to start the trip,
Well,
actually.
I love when you get fans in unlikely places.
Yeah, it's
I'm
great.
trying to be a Judgment Day and the angel, you know what I'm saying? Going like, love your stuff.
Yeah.
Love Mango Bay, big fan. You're going to hell, but just gonna say big fan. Like, dude,
But it was worth it.
But it was
For all the riffs.
quick update. You're going to hell. But dude, I just love the random fans, and again, when they're not, I love our Brown fans. I love them. But when they're just not Indian, whatever, it just seems so like we're
This
getting-
guy, I think, was Indian.
Okay.
I think he was like an Indian crypto bro who was
God.
like coming to like go set up shop there. But I'm like, fuck it.
Hell yeah, dude. It's
great.
No, I'll love.
That's our
I'll love.
those are our people, you know?
All
I'm here
day,
for
dude.
that.
I love like because they never had anything that's been catered to them specifically.
That's exactly it.
You know?
we're doing it for the homies out
And
here,
you know
and the homettes.
What's really happening is that you see Shane Gillis getting SNL, you see him getting a new Netflix show. I think what happened, and this is my wager, is that Netflix tried the super lefty stuff. No one watched it. No money happened, and they were like, "I don't care how much bad press we get. We're about to do the other side."
Yeah,
And so
dude,
the pendulum is shifting.
Dude, I mean, people want something that's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't want people just like They don't want affirmations.
Is everyone good?
Yeah.
The show.
Right?
Is
They don't
everyone
want
good?
like, and I'm this, and then everyone claps. Like that's just there's nothing there, you know.
And it's about time. I feel like that era lasted for like 7 years.
It went from like 20.
Nanette.
It started with Nanette.
Yeah.
that was like the beginning.
That
of
was
it.
the
that was
clarion
That was
call.
the shot across the bow. Like
Yeah.
there are gonna be some changes here.
Eh,
And then I think it just started to collapse.
COVID started.
I mean,
to collapse
COVID
it.
was its peak, right? Because it's just like that was just Attack of the Blue Hairs.
Yeah.
Um,
But then there were so many dead bodies. It's just like they couldn't yell over them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they were just like, and then Miami. I mean, just bodies piled up in front of
I
them.
think it's just people were like, all right, you know what? We need genuine laughter now.
Yeah.
Not just like cringy identity politics
I
and
think so.
bullshit and like dunking on white people or
100%.
whatever. Which we do our fair share.
No,
we
dude.
dunk on white people, of course.
There's
we
allowed
do.
here. There's allowed here.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
we
like
also come for the blacks. No, I'm kidding.
Sometimes.
We don't. We never will.
if you're acting up,
we
you
never
know?
will.
Anyway,
To me, blacks, that is the safe space. That is a truly sacred space. I don't think non-black people should
What?
be able to necessarily, but I think every other race has to be fair. I think African Americans have a fairly privileged position in this country because they've been through the actual most.
sure.
And so I accept.
Let's just clip that statement up
Yeah.
real quick.
yeah, I know.
You know who also said that? Calhoun, I think. The Senator Calhoun in 1865. These blacks are doing fine. They're doing fine.
No,
actually.
I mean privileged position in that like they should be accorded some level of whatever. Like I just
No,
don't
you're
believe
right.
it. You know what? Like the Stop
with you.
Asian Hate shit. What was that? That was just a scam to get
Okay,
people to
hold
think
on.
that Simu Liu was cool.
Okay,
you know?
first of all, he's pretty hot. I'm not even gonna attack. Also, there were some videos of like at a Link NYC, and the Link NYC caught some like old Asian lady getting whooped by
yeah,
some
I
dude.
know.
Yeah, that was
Definitely,
happening.
that
Yeah.
was happening.
Yeah.
you know.
Wait, what are you saying? So like,
I think everything beyond
Start
African
Asian hate.
Americans,
Yeah.
like even everything, all identity politics is a scam, right?
now I get where you're
It's
going,
all
yeah.
an economic
I got you.
scam.
I got you.
You know what I mean? I just think African Americans have the most claim.
oh yeah,
to that specific
oh,
racket.
100%.
Right? I think Asians found a thing. It was like COVID, nah, right?
I will say that you're right. I think you're right that black people have the most claim to say anything like this because first of all, even when they were actually slaves, people were gaslighting them as well back then.
They're like, this is good for you.
They were
Believe
doing
me.
on the Senate
Boy, are you
floor.
lucky to have this unpaid
On the
internship at
Senate.
Cotton Inc., you know?
And if you do really well, you can go on the House
Yeah.
and do the same thing.
And by gaslighting, you mean you need to go light that gas lamp.
Yeah, please. We just invented gas, so please go light it. Yeah, there were like PhDs going like they like it. They're loving
Yeah.
it. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so and none is and then I feel like Browns are very guilty of it too. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this on Mango Bay a lot of just like my mom was born in a like a shack with no water and then
You know what the thing is? It's like it's all the Priyas who went to Princeton. You know what I mean? Who are just like intersectional, but it's like you don't really have any struggle, bitch. You know
100%.
what I mean? So they're always
100%.
trying to find it in some way or another, but they're very confused about how they go about it. 'cause,
100%.
You know, they don't really like their roots or their origins either. So they're always trying to kind of.
Well, they hate that they're part of the ruling class. They
Right.
always were. It's always been a class thing.
Yeah.
You know, you grew up rich, Priya. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
You know who I do trust is the fucking dark brown girl who grew up ugly. You know,
Okay.
she had some real problems. She had some real.
Yeah, but even that's like a lot of them. You know what I mean? To me, it's like
Ouch.
everybody has an ugly phase.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Men and women, you and I, everybody does when they're a kid. It's just when they decide to
I
like
mean, you
when they
think-
decide to crystallize that into like a social science. Like now this has informed my theory of the world. Like that's retarded.
Why do you think Unibrow Yusha had some issues? You know what I'm saying? When she was
The
growing up.
unibrower.
the unibrower. I mean, Jesus Christ. There was. I mean, sixth grade India. Indians in sixth grade might be the most ugly specimen. You know.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I think here especially because then they have to wear like American style clothes.
Oh, dude, yeah.
You know, it just looks. You know, that's not it.
We all look like drivers for
Yeah.
so long. But speaking of India, I'm more deep in Mahabharat right now.
Oh, let's get into it.
Mahabharat, I'm in there.
I like it. You're even going with the Bengali pronunciation.
Always. I had a 3-hour conversation with my dad,
Nice.
just getting everything down.
Okay.
And my dad be knowing.
I love it. Of course
My
he does,
dad
dude.
be knowing,
Of course
dude.
he does. He's a
Uh,
Bengali wildcat.
dude,
He's a
he-
Bengali tiger.
bro, he loves it, man. And he's like going in with my mom in the back, going like, y'all on some like black lady like knitting, like y'all going to hell. Y'all all going to hell. Y'all know that, right?
Did she say that?
No,
What
but
do they
like-
call hell in Arabic or in Islam?
What do they call hell in Arabic? Agun, like burning.
That's like Bengali. or
Yeah.
something.
What do they call hell in India in Islam? I don't even know. Damn. I don't know.
India.
America. Yeah. All right, so I'm at the part where I read the dice game,
Very pivotal moment.
but
in the Mahabharata.
pivotal moment.
Yeah.
So basically, real quick, Duryodhan or Durjodhan in Bengal. This guy is the Pandava, one of the main guys who's angry.
He's a Kaurav.
Oh, sorry, Kaurav, yeah. And he wants to destroy the Pandavas, right? Because they're just killing it. Everyone loves them. They're
are.
fucking vibes,
It's
right?
true.
They're like Beach Boys is playing when they walk in.
Yeah,
There's
it's
like
true. They are the Beach Boys,
There's
yeah.
just Beach Boys, super hot. Oh my God! It's Yudhishthira's here. Oh fuck, what's up?
Oh, it's Nakul and Sahadev. They're so cute.
Hey Krishna, what's up? So, he knows that that if you challenge a Kshatriya to a dice game, that they have to accept. And that's what always made me laugh is that the Kshatriyas, their whole thing is like their whole ideology is the I ain't no bitch policy.
Yes, yeah.
No matter what, you know what I'm saying? It could be fight to the death or hopscotch.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
I mean,
what
they're
I'm
like samurais.
They're
You know what I mean?
samurais,
That
dude.
is, it's like basically like proto samurai culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm reading this. I was getting angry reading this one passage because Yudhishthira or Yudhishthir was just like losing everything, bro. There was
I know.
just
know.
bro, and he just kept saying yes.
I know.
I couldn't stand it.
It's a very frustrating moment because he's also supposed to be like the Dharmraj. You
Bro.
know what I mean? He's supposed to be like the embodiment of Dharma. And yet you see this kind of weakness.
But I love this because he even though he's an embodiment, he has this deep human flaw.
yes, he is
of
human.
gambling. He's human.
He is human.
And bro, he's losing it all.
Yeah.
And Duryodhan is not being nice. He's
No,
like,
he
"Yo,"
keeps twisting it.
He's like, yo, give me your plants.
Yeah.
Yo, give me your air fryer.
Give me your brothers.
Give me your brothers. Give me your left nut.
Yeah.
Give me your left nut. And then he's like, okay, let's do that. And like he just keeps losing because Shakuni is like a mastermind. He knows how to like
Well, Shakundi has the magic dice
magic
too.
dice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which in some fan fiction, I think we did talk about this,
What's up?
was made from the bone of his father.
Yes. It was like made to kill.
Yeah.
And so he loses everything, right? And one thing that really struck me was just like how even though he was losing everything, people were kind of not talking, and they were all just like so struck. And I'm wondering if it's because it's like two noble families, and they're like, I don't even have the place to say anything, even though I see what's going on is wrong. You know?
Well, there were some people who tried to intervene, right? First of all, Dhritarashtra,
Yeah.
the father of the Kauravas, did wipe the debt, I think, twice even, maybe.
He a bitch, bro.
He was a bitch. He is a bitch.
I think he's a bitch. I
he
don't
100%
respect
is a
him.
bitch.
He's a pussy.
And but I think like none of the other Pandavas intervened because there's such a rigid sense of hierarchy that your older brother is
Bro.
like a god to you.
Boom.
You right? Their older brother is a god to them. The parent is the god, and so on and so
Right,
forth.
right,
it
right,
goes, right. And so they didn't feel in a position to say, "Don't do this, brother."
Bro,
to object.
that's
He's
what
the
I'm saying.
leader of the pack, and thus they all have to listen to him.
I didn't like it. I didn't like reading it. It was like hurting my body. And then they brought Draupadi out.
Oh yeah.
They're about to fucking make her into a hoe. You know what I'm saying?
They
Tried to.
Yeah.
Tried to, dude.
Yeah.
Oof.
But Lord Krishna did intervene.
So there was
Just through her thought, just through her thinking of him, and
Right.
teaching him mentally.
Right, and so she came. I think what happened was like one of them was trying to me to her, and then clothes just kept getting added.
Right, he kept trying to unravel her like
Yes.
Sadi.
It was added
right?
clothes.
and he couldn't unravel it. It was just endless fabric. Then it was like a magician trick. You pull out the handkerchiefs, and she did that just by beseeching.
She just added clothes.
Yeah,
A
Govinda.
molester's worst nightmare. And one thing I was so random about Rajgopala Ji's like writing is that he'll randomly go uncle mode in the middle of a story.
Wow.
So he'll say this wild thing, and like all this crazy shit's happening, and then like random paragraph is like, and that's why you always have to take a shower.
Oh, yeah, dude, always, he does insert those things in there.
Random uncle asides. Raj Gopalji always
There's
throw
some really good ones in there too. It's like, that's why you never trust a bitch, okay? I put that on my mama. It's like all
it's like a whole chapter. And it's like, and that's why hoes gonna be hoes. You know, hoes gonna these hoes ain't loyal. Is what I'm saying.
he does.
Don't you forget that.
He loves to insert
And,
those.
and now back to Krishna.
Hey, Alex is asking who's coming to Muay Thai. I'm going to tell him you are.
Yeah, I'll be there. Now, I really am like kind of blown away by some of the character choices, like what they do. I don't understand all of them. You know what I'm saying? Some like Duryodhan has everything, dude.
yeah,
he
he
has
has
everything, right? So what's the lesson here? Is that he has everything, and then even then, jealousy is something that will make you forget all of your wins, all of your good tidings, all of your blessings. He was favored by the gods.
He
The
was.
gods loved him, and he still
Obviously.
couldn't.
I
enjoy.
know. Well, this is the story of almost every like Hindu villain, whether they're humans or rakshasas, right?
Yeah.
And this is a very across the ancient world. It's always pride, but in India, pride is really for Greece. You know, ancient Greece and ancient Rome.
Right.
But I think in ancient India and like Hindu Indian dharmic stuff, it's like no control over the senses, lust for materiality, right?
Right.
Desire to acquire always, right? And that was his basic downfall there.
I mean, do you think that Duryodhana is as villainous as they make him seem in the Mahabharata? He has no good qualities.
Well, and I haven't read the Mahabharata. I haven't read this Rajaji one definitely in a long time. I think there was some thought that Duryodhana himself was not necessarily like a bad ruler.
Right.
Right? He was not, for instance, like an unjust ruler.
Right.
Or an unjust king who made the people suffer, per se. That was not necessarily the case. His fatal flaw was that he was extremely envious and bitter towards his 5 cousins, particularly Bhima.
Who is this? The baddest bitch on planet
Yeah,
Earth?
yeah.
Bhima was the hottest out of all.
Yeah, and he was greedy. You know, he wanted the whole kingdom just for himself. He didn't want
Right.
to share it with anybody else. He resented, you know, these extended cousins who are just kind of who are these 5 randos who everybody loves, but they don't. Their dad was sickly and lived in the
Yeah.
forest. Where the fuck did these guys come from? I'm the king. You know,
yeah.
this is all meant to be mine. You know, so it's just greed, right? Greed and hubris.
He's just personified those two ideas.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and the
saying?
more and more he wanted to push the boundaries of that, it becomes like, you know, there's a psychopathic quality of just the threshold for what pleases you.
Yeah.
It becomes crueler and crueler and crueler.
The positive feedback loop of fucking
Yeah.
your own.
It's a negative feedback loop in his case, right? It's because he's getting more and more. Well, no, maybe
The negativity is
yes,
positive.
yes,
Positive.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
Yes.
Negative feedback loop would be like the more he got, the more ascetic he got. or
Right,
whatever, you know what I'm saying?
right,
He's like,
exactly.
you know, I'm good actually.
Exactly. Now there is, of course, one of the Kauravas who is technically a Kaurav, but he's not a child of Gandhari. He's a child of their maid. I'm forgetting her name, but his name was Yuyutsu.
He's Japanese.
Basically, this guy sounds Yuyutsu. Yuyutsu.
Yuyutsu!
And he was a Kaurav technically,
Yeah.
but he was not on their side in the battle. You'll
Okay.
see.
Yeah, the battle's it's all gearing up right now.
Yeah.
You know, you got Karna, you got the heavy hitters Karna,
Karan.
Karan, and you have Bhishma or Bhishmo. You got these 2 killers. And those 2 are so intense that it's almost like freaking out Yudhishthir because they go to the forest.
Yeah.
And immediately Arjuna's like, on God, it's on sight.
It's on sight.
It's on sight.
I know.
Let's go. Let's go.
Him and Bhima.
You
both.
use a bitch. Use a bitch, Yudhishthir. If you ain't about it. And Yudhishthir is like, he respects Bhishma and Karna so much as killers, as like warriors, that he's like, no, this is dangerous. Let's chill. Let's chill.
Well, he respects Bhishma so much as a grandsire
Right.
of the family. Like, they love Bhishma. He's their grandfather. They adore him.
Dude, that's
you
the
know?
saddest thing is that Bhishma got on the wrong side.
He had to be. Because he had to fight for the side
That's
of Hastinapur,
that's
right?
sad.
It is. It's a bummer.
That's
he
a
didn't
bummer,
like
'cause-
having to fight for them. You know?
Right, because he reluctantly fights for the Pandavas.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks because the Kauravas have all the baddest
Sorry,
motherfuckers on their side.
Yes,
They
yes.
got Drona. Have you learned about Drona
Drona's
yet?
cool, and then his fight with Drupada.
You're right.
Right.
You know?
So Drona's a badass.
Drona's
He's like
a
a sage
badass.
warrior, right?
It's him and Kripacharya both.
Yeah. They're both like super smart and also
Yes, yes. They're like warrior monks.
warrior monk, but like advisors.
Yeah,
right?
but Drona is like he's like the biggest, second to Bhishma, he's like the biggest badass
Hell
fighter.
yeah, bro. I like Drona,
right?
man.
Like he does the whole thing to introduce himself to the princes where he takes a blade of grass. You went to that
What is
part,
this?
right?
What is this? Yeah.
They lose a ball in a well and they can't get it out, and so Drona shows up and they don't know who the fuck this guy is. They're like, I can get that out, you little
Yeah.
pussies. They're like, how? Show us. And he's like, just give me a blade of grass. And then they get him a blade of grass and he stretches it out. He says a mantra to the blade of grass. And he
Hey, yo.
multiple times into multiple blades of grass
Yeah.
and he yanks the ball out.
Hell yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
Drona is a baddie.
He is.
And he's given like advice to all the Kauravas, right?
He teaches all of them how to fight.
He's like little weapons master.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he has to
He's
fight.
the man at arms of Hastinapur.
Oh, dude, so cool. And he was a monk before, right? Like Drupada.
Well, these are he's a Brahmin.
Brahmin, yeah.
Right? So is Kripacharya, also a Brahmin. But Kripacharya was their house tutor, right?
Hell yeah, dude.
Also a great warrior. I think Kripacharya is also a Chiranjeevi, if I'm not mistaken.
What's
meaning He's
that?
immortal.
Okay. Okay.
So the story with Drona and Drupad is that they were childhood besties, even though Drupad was
Right.
a Kshatri royal lineage, right? And then he made that pledge, you're my best friend, whatever I have is going to be half yours. And then
Right.
when Drona, who's an impoverished Brahmin, is a wandering mendicant with his family, living off of alms, goes to see his old BFF.
He's like, yo, let me, like, as if it was like a done deal.
Yeah, he's like, hey man, I'm ready to
Yeah.
cash in
Cash
on
in on that
half.
thing.
And he's like, never. Yeah, there's a very sad story in there of how I think it was Ashwatthama maybe who got made fun of because they didn't have milk,
Yeah.
so they give him like rice water because it looked like milk.
Fuck.
He got made fun of by other kids at
Goddamn,
the
dude.
Gurukul or whatever. Yeah.
Bro, it's every chapter got drama, like real drama.
Every sentence is drama.
It's
in the book,
drama,
dude.
man.
Yeah, it's like
And then you wonder why Indians are so excited all the time. It's like, this is where we come from, dude.
this is exactly it. It's exactly
This
it.
is just rice water.
Listen, every time, inter-family squabbles and things are
Yeah.
happening, you're like, this is the lowest level, lowest stakes Mahabharata shit that's happening,
Dude.
But you hear the violin cranking like you're watching it on fucking Star TV or whatever the fuck, It's like,
Bro, I'm
so-and-so auntie didn't say thank you after the kitty party or whatever. I've been on the phone with Mona talking her through it. I'm like, who gives a fuck about this?
And then the auntie's like, I will call Krishna
Yeah.
to smite the kitty party organizer. Dude, now I'm going to go, the next brown party I go to, I'm finding the biggest dude.
Yeah.
I'm challenging to a dice game. And I'm like, if I win, I'm going to bang your wife.
You have to vow it.
I vow to bang your fucking wife. Is that okay, dude? And then I'm going to have a die that's all sixes.
Yeah.
Hit him. We're going to play snakes and ladders for your
Snakes
wife.
and ladders for your wife.
We're going to play snakes and ladders for your wife. How about that, bitch? What's up?
Snakes and ladies. is what it's
Yeah.
about to become.
Oh, it's about to be a snake and lady situation.
Joe, what are you making of the Mahabharata? Is this something that might interest you?
I got no idea what's going on.
Yeah. I think just the names alone are enough to throw.
To
if we
freak
had
you out.
replaced the names of so Andy took a vow of celibacy, and then Danny showed up one day.
You have to-
You might be like, okay, I can get behind this.
You have to make it into a Buffalo
Yeah,
style
I know,
thing.
I know.
So Yudhishthira was the king. Like, he owned the Walmart, in the area.
You got to give him Italian mafia names. So
Yeah.
Uncle Paulie got mad at Uncle Tony.
Maybe we get him in, start with a merge.
Yeah.
So Paulishtira
Yeah.
was the
Paulishtira.
king. And I get it. It's very Indian. It's very Indian. We're getting through it.
Come on, Joe. We're all peninsula people here.
I still don't know Bible names. I'm still not getting over that. Fucking Barabbas and
The original Bible names are way crazier. It was
Yeah,
not-
they are.
Oh, 100%.
Methuselah,
Dude,
Barabbas.
Barbados. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
I think the Indian names for me are definitely harder because it just sounds like you're like mumbling something.
I mean, for you, Dhritarashtra. Try and say,
that doesn't even sound like
try and say
words.
Dhritarashtra. Try and
What
say
is it?
Dhritarashtra.
Ditrash?
Not
It's
bad.
Not even that bad.
Not
It's
bad.
even that bad.
Say Drona.
Dorona.
Dude, listen. I'm telling you right now, episode 1, Joe would not be able to do that.
Say Drishtaketu.
Trishkaketu.
Drishtaketu.
Trishtateku.
Drishtaketu.
Trishkaketu.
Okay. Well, we'll get
That was
there.
5 different
See,
things.
this is why I can't watch Game of Thrones. I don't know who anyone's name is. There's fucking 20,000 people.
I think this is just a name thing with you, Joe. I think if you watch like the Brady Bunch, you're like, wait, hold on, who's Brady again?
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, I need to know people for like 7 months before I even am comfortable saying their name.
Joe's that shy that when he watches a TV show, he's like, I don't know them well enough.
The
yet.
bar back at the Lantern, the comedy club I used to work
Yeah.
at, did the worst thing ever to me, where I knew him for a while and I kept calling him like buddy and stuff.
Yeah.
He cornered me one day. He was like,
What's my name?
"What's my name?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh my god, this is my worst fear that's ever happened."
Dude, I'm this close to losing all my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they ever ask me a follow-up question, dude, because I'm also like a nice guy, right? I'm like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And then if someone ever calls me on it, like, yeah, you're so nice to me. What the fuck?
No, I've definitely had like very strong friendships with non-Indians, like 7-8 months into a friendship, but the whole time it's like, bro, dude, P.
Hey.
Where I'm like, I'll bet this motherfucker can't say my name. I'll bet they can't say my name.
I'll be like, dude, let's play this game called Switch IDs or something, and let's see like what the
Like
fuck.
one of my oldest friends, Jackie Williams, love you, Jackie. The minute she met me, she's like, I'm gonna call you Mr. P.
Yeah.
And every time, like Jackie, every couple of years, I'm like, Jackie, what's my name? And she'll take a deep breath and she'll be like, Pranav Bihari. And she's like very proud of it.
But she went to the deepest recesses
She
of her
did. She
entire consciousness.
She
to find
did.
That. Yeah, I mean,
Sometimes it gets to the point though where it's too late to ask.
I know, exactly.
When you've had 7 dinners and you met their family and stuff.
It totally is. My favorite is that one time Oni Francis tried to say my name during a riff on stage. He just goes, and some motherfucker named Pranav. He just said, he was almost there and then he just gave up. He's like, nah.
bro, I've been hosting before. I forget the guy's name. I just go with the full vowels, like keep it going. Jump into stories. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Today.
Hey, anybody who has any Mahabharata stories,
Oh yeah,
check
come on
in with us.
Yeah, because this is like gonna be an ongoing
It's
weekly
going to be
thing.
an ongoing. It is an epic. So it's going to last a while.
Doing a little bit. I'm kind of like 1/3 the way through already, and I'm loving it. Shit's about to go down. I can feel it,
It's
dude.
about to go down.
So we're gonna keep updating y'all.
I could talk about the Mahabharata the whole day.
I love it, dude.
all day.
Ramayana coming next, by
night.
the way, dude.
Oh, nice.
Then when I do the Quran, I'm like, you want to hear about my Quran readings? And I was like, hey, well, look at the time.
Okay, newsflash for you.
Yeah.
I got a copy of the Quran in the mail, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Just now. I've got one. I've got it
Christ.
here.
If I see that in the toilet section,
It's in the bathroom, buddy.
underneath my copy of 50 Shades of Grey. JK. Listen, I've never read the Quran. I've read parts of it. I've never read the whole thing, and it's probably time for
Well,
me to just
I'm
read
about
the
to outstrip you. So.
Oh boy.
Was it free? Because like they send Bibles for free to people.
No.
No, the Quran still has weight in the society.
Quran you have to pay with blood, usually. You
Dude,
have to pay the iron price.
Is there like a Gideon's Quran, like one that's more for
Gideon's Quran.
Like there's Gideon's
oh,
Bible
Gideon's
that's
Bible.
in the hotel rooms.
I got you. Like King James
Yeah,
version
yeah.
of the Quran. No. The Quran is touted and is very like laudably like in their own head. Like no one's ever changed it. It's first edition. First edition is first edition.
Yeah.
Type shit. Whereas the Bible, it's like 2 days ago they're like, hey, we got the new.
Well, the
fucking
Bible
Joel
is
Osteen
about
version.
translation, right? Because
Yeah.
it was for Latin for a long time.
Ah.
I think before that it was Hebrew.
Yeah, the Quran's
Maybe
just
Aramaic.
still in the same language.
yeah.
But
it's
like
still a
the
living
Bible really
language.
got like the Ta-Nehisi Coates version just dropped today.
Yeah,
Like we got the new hot Bible coming out.
Everyone's black except for Satan. Give you one guess what he is.
The writer of Twilight comes out with a new Bible.
It's true.
tomorrow. Bible's getting always moved around.
It truly is.
That's why I never got a lot of the stuff. It's like, like Hindu-Muslim attacks. I get it because it's so different.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of gods, one god. Whoa, okay, whoa. Christian fighting is like, one guy's going like, thou shan't bathe on Tuesday. And one guy's like, but I think I shall.
Yeah.
And then here comes the fucking fight.
Well, that's the thing is I always never understood the warfare between the three Western religions, Islam, Christianity, Judaism, because they're all basically the same. Really, religion to me is an aesthetic choice, right? So for me, whenever
Let's keep going on the Patreon. We're going to get some stories in a second.
Your mango bake.